Hello and welcome to the video. Well, spring's in the air, the sun's shining, and we all know what that means, don't we? That's right. The dreaded lawnmower has woken from its winter hibernation where it's been rusting away in a shed for the last 5 months. So she's in need of a bit of TLC. One or two bits of welding required. Bit of general maintenance. I would tidy this edge up a bit and do something with that. I'll put a bit of bar on there or something for it to wear against. Yes, grass cutting season will shortly be underway. Well, that's going to take a bit of welding because that's really thin metal, that now. Well, let's get stuck in and burn a few holes in it. Zero marks out of 10 for being pretty. Well, it's not pretty, but it's on. I thought about putting a patch on, but how far back do you go? Because it'll all be thin. The whole lot's thin. Part of the problem is that from new, well, you can see on that side, yeah, it's not welded on this side. There's no weld down there. It's only welded down one side. So that means when this weld gets a bit of rust on it, gets weak, and then this bracket can move side to side, flex. It might run a little bit of weld down there. I've got a bit of 10mm square bar that I'm just sort of roughly bending into shape to go around there and make a new lip for that to wear against. Should do the trick. Needn't be anything too fancy. That should do. So I'll get that tacked on and then I can bend it to where I want it, 'cause it's fairly easy to bend. Right. That'll just weld around the top of there now in a few places, and that should tidy it up nicely, and that'll do. Get some grass cut. Well, that should do for that. Just get a bit of paint on. Tidy it up. Look like new. A bit on those welds there. There you go. Let the grass grow. Well, that's that ready for the summer. Go and get some real work done now. Something a bit different today. We're out doing a few fence repairs. It's not the best of jobs because it's just a patch up really, but never mind. It's what the customer wanted, so that's what the customer gets. You can probably hear Alan in the background knocking a few posts in with a hammer, because we can't get the tractor down in here. But we're going to need it down for one strainer, so see how we get on. We need to put this one strainer in this corner here, so we're going to need the post knocker, but it's not that accessible. You won't be able to tell on the video here, but it's rather steep coming in here. There's the Land Rover and the trailer way up on the top of the hill, so there's no easy access. So we're anticipating getting stuck when we get back down this hill, but we have a contingency plan. We've got another tractor on standby to hopefully pull us out when we do get stuck. It doesn't show up well on the video, but it is really steep coming down in here. That's the hill with the Land Rover on the top. Here he is, the hammer man. First plan is to get the tractor out of the bottom of there. It's a bit boggy down in there. You can see a bit of a wet patch just in front of him there. I'll have to come up here and go around and down over there. She doesn't want to do it. We don't have a counterbalance on the front, so there's a hell of a lot of weight on the back with that post knocker. And looking through the camera from here, it looks quite flat, but it isn't. It's quite a bit of a steep little incline out there. It might come up backwards. You can't see it in those rushes, but there's actually a little stream running in there. It's quite boggy. Better if in doubt, reverse up. No trouble at all. Now for the fun part, getting down to that strainer. Here he goes. Well, that's what we have on the other side of the fence. Trees and fallen branches. But plan B might be do a little bit of forestry and chop some of those branches up a bit and get through this way and come in from the other side. I don't know how soft it is in that bottom. There's another beck to cross to get in here. Bit of chainsaw work, I might get in. Yeah, after a bit of tree surgery, we managed to get him from the other side. Oh, not bad at all. Get the strainer knocked in now. Get it in straight. going into butter. As I said, it's just a repair job, so not ideal, but it is what it is. Job done. That's a good neat job. Marvellous. Going to the other end of the fence now. Oh, don't get stuck. Looks awfully soft in there. Now, will it come out forwards or will you have to reverse out? There's not much weight over those front wheels. No, that's it. Back to the bottom and turn round, come up backwards. There she goes. No bother at all. Another strainer required. The post in there. Yeah, all we're doing here is replacing posts that have rotten off at the bottom. Just put new ones in there, make the fence last quite a bit longer. Bear with me, I'll see if I can crack one off. Yeah, that was alright. Well, that's it for today, all the posts laid out. There's the boss back. Camera shy as ever. So we're back to put a few staples in now. Yeah, you can see where we've been on here. Almost stuck, it's quite boggy in the bottom of here. See all that peat. Beautiful day though, again. We're using the Milwaukee Stapler gun today. Normally you have a DeWalt one, but Milwaukee today. Fairly similar. I think the Milwaukee one's maybe a little bit better balanced on your wrist because they're quite heavy to wield about all day. Yeah, certainly quieter than the DeWalt. You don't have that sort of recharging time between staples. There's not much in it, I don't think. Well, fairly similar. There's a bit of heather burning going on the mower there. Burn off all the old heather, stimulate a bit of new growth and get some new young heather through for the grouse. Well, that's the Milwaukee Stapler. I've just put about 600 staples in with it. Normally we use the DeWalt. It's the first time I've used the Milwaukee one, and I have to say I think I prefer it. It seems better balanced somehow on your wrist because they're quite hard work. I don't know what they weigh, but I mean it must weigh 5 kilograms anyway with a battery in and staples in it. It just seems a bit better balanced than the DeWalt one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with DeWalt. I mean, it's perfectly good gear, but I think I'd rather use the Milwaukee one. Okay, so we're back in the workshop and I've weighed both staplers. Now, the DeWalt comes in about 4.8 kilograms and the Milwaukee's a bit heavier. That's about 5.5. Now, I can't get an accurate weight because we only have a little set of scales that only go up to 5 kilograms, so it's just a rough approximation. Also, that's without the battery, so the bigger the battery, the more weight, and your staples on top of that. So if you're putting staples in with them all day, you certainly know you've had hold of it. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.